I go anywhere, anywhere with you, cause you fill my mind.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Erin. Today I have a quick little video for you guys that I'm doing as like the Battle of the Brows Drugstore edition. And if I was any better at editing, I'd probably do like the monster truck voice and like have the explosions going off. Battle of the Brows. But anyway, I have 6 different drugstore brow pencils in front of me, and I've been testing them out over the past month or so. I wanted to quickly run through them with you guys and just give you my opinions, which ones to purchase, which ones to pass on, maybe to save you guys a little bit of trouble. But if you would like to know more about these drugstore brow pencils, then keep on watching. So I will preface this video by saying that most of these are thicker pencils. Like if you think about the like Anastasia brow definer, that's what a lot of these are. I'm not a big fan of the skinny pencils, which one of them is a skinny pencil. I also am more of a fan of a softer formula because I have a scar in my brow. I usually need something that is a little bit more creamy to go ahead and fill that in. I also like to be able to do my brows very quickly, and so the quicker that I can get some product on there and brush it through, the happier I am. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and get into these products. As I go through these, I'll probably put the name and the price down below. So the first brow pencil we have is from e.l.f. It is their regular brow pencil. This is in the shade taupe. It does come with a spoolie. This is a harder spoolie and a bigger spoolie than some of the other ones. The lid on this one has already cracked, and so it just kind of wiggles a little bit, which, you know, I believe this was $3, so you really can't hate on it. But this just has a regular retractable brow product in here. It's shaped like a straight up regular like lip liner, eyeliner. It doesn't have any special shape to it. Now, because it does not have any particular shape to it, it gets dull, and then it's maybe a little bit harder to get those precise lines that you may want on it. But I'm gonna do swatches of all of these so that you guys can kind of see the colors. This is a little bit more of a harder formula, so you really do have to work it through the brow. If you are a fan of harder formulas, then this one might be right up your alley. For the price, I don't think that you can beat this. It takes a little bit of working with because of the shape of the product, the type of spoolie. This isn't my favorite type of spoolie. I prefer a spoolie that's a little bit softer. But I mean, if you are looking for a brow product in a pinch, then this would absolutely do what you needed to do. But this is the color right here. This is taupe. I probably could have gone with blonde and gotten away with that too, because whenever I use this product, I do have to put a little bit more highlights into my brows. It's a little bit dark for my hair color, but it's more on the ashy side. It's not on the warm side, so this is really, really good if you are on the cool side or the ashy side of blonde. Next we have the Ulta Ultra Slim Brow Pencil, and I probably should have looked at this and said Ultra Slim and just went no, because again, I'm not a fan of the very tiny I almost want to call them leads, like brow lead. But this is just, again, a very, very small, tiny product at the end here. It does have a very small spoolie, which I appreciate. I feel like I get a lot of control with this. I got this product in taupe as well. This is a harder brow product. Like I'm really working to try to get this swatch going. So overall, I wouldn't recommend this. I would not purchase this again. This is the color taupe right here. It's a little bit more of a lighter color. Again, it's still on the cool side, but I just feel like you have to do too much work to make this product really do its job. So not only is the pencil hard, and so you're working harder on your skin to get the pigment on there, but then the actual like product lead in there is so small that you have to do a lot of work just to get this product into your brows. So this is something I would not repurchase again, even though I really do love these smaller spoolie. Next we have the Precise Brow Pencil from NYX. I mean, A plus for packaging for them. They really go above and beyond with their packaging. So this one here, again, it has a spoolie on one end. I do like the shape of this spoolie. It kind of bows out in the middle and then tapers. I think it gives you a lot of control of where you're really getting that product. It has this nice little like sleek top to it that has the color. This I received in taupe, and this one here has a long skinny oval type tip to it. Again, this is starting to get into the shape of brow leads that I really like. I like that brow definer kind of oval, elongated, triangle diamond shape type product. So this one I really enjoyed. It's very pigmented. You don't have to do a whole lot of work to get this product into your brows, but that's our color right there in taupe. Now I think that this is a little bit more on the warm side. As you can tell next to these ones, it's also a little bit darker. So I really could have gone with blonde with the NYX one. So if your hair color is mine, of course I have highlights in mine, but if your hair color is darker than mine, then this might work for you if you're on the ashy side of blonde or brown. But if you are more blonde than I am, then the taupe is not going to work for you. But overall, I really enjoyed this pencil. Again, with how deep it is, I did have to put a highlighting shade into my brows to kind of tone that down, but it filled in my brows quickly. The pigmentation was great. It combed out great with the spoolie. It did fill in where my scar is with no problems. So I really enjoyed the NYX one and highly recommend it. The issue that I had with this and why I bought taupe was that I had a hard time finding swatches of this product online, and Ulta swatches, they don't have a whole lot of pictures on Ulta. You know, usually when you click on a picture, they have a couple different like views of it, or they might have a swatch or something. Ulta is not very good at doing that with their products. So I wasn't really sure what shade I needed to get from different swatches. But again, I'll tell you, of course, that's taupe. If you are my hair color or lighter, you need to go with blonde. Next, we have the Brow Stylist Shape and Fill from L'Oreal. Now, this one I had a hard time finding in my local stores. They were always sold out of these. I think this is a newer launch for L'Oreal, but I do have it in the shade blonde. Again, it has a little spoolie on this end. This one's more of a straight, just tapered spoolie. I do like these smaller spoolies. You get a lot of control with these. You can really get into the fine detailed places that you need to get. You can really shape out those tails. So A plus for the spoolie on this one. This product here has like a teardrop shaped lead. I keep wanting to call it lead. Teardrop shaped pencil on the end here, and I'll go ahead and swatch our color. This one too is very pigmented. It's creamy. It goes on wonderfully. This right here is the blonde shade in L'Oreal. This shade is very comparable to the Ulta one right here in taupe. But again, this is the perfect shade for my brows. It did a great job of filling everything in. With the larger teardrop shaped product in here, I didn't feel like I was going outside of any lines or having to do any cleanup. It tapers down to a very nice point where you can still get your eyebrow tails done. So overall, this is a win for me as well. I would recommend the L'Oreal Brow Shape and Fill. I have been enjoying using this. It makes putting on my brows so simple and easy. Next, we have the Revlon Color Stay Brow Pencil. And this one has a nice spoolie on this end. This spoolie is a little bit thicker than some of the other ones, but I do appreciate its more stubby size. Again, I like having that control when I'm trying to put my brow hairs into place. I did get this one in the shade blonde. I will say I enjoy the consistency of this product, and I'll go ahead and swatch it. I think this might be the creamiest of all of them. That's blonde right there. So my only gripe with this one, and this is what I'm wearing in my brows today, is this plastic part comes to an angle right here, and then your brow product comes out of it, and it's just a round brow product that's cut at an angle. The issue that I see with this, with it being a rounded product, is that when you're putting it in your brows, because this is a softer formula, It's kind of like when you are writing with a pencil and your lead gets flat on one side, and then whenever you need to have a finer point, you have to move your pencil around to get that finer point, and then it evens back out. Maybe that makes sense, maybe that doesn't make sense, but with a lot of these other ones, the brow product itself comes to some sort of point where you have a little bit more control. With this one, I feel like I did a little bit more cleanup today with this one than I do with some of these other ones that do have a product that comes to a point. But overall, if you like a creamy brow product, this is gonna be it for you. This thing is so dang creamy. I literally like outlined the bottom shape of my brow, filled in a little bit, did a little bit of spoolie action, and that cream product just set everything down. It looked beautiful. It filled everything in. So again, I'm going to highly recommend this, and I'm going to keep using it, and I would probably even repurchase it, but be aware that you might have to work with it a little bit because of the shape of the actual product. Last but not least, we have the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. And I have this one in the shade Blonde. And this one here has the most interesting shape to it. It's actually a diamond-shaped product. And again, I don't know if you can necessarily see these, but this one comes to a point, which is very nice for getting, you know, your tails done and getting good angles. This right here is the color Blonde in the Maybelline product. This is a little bit harder of a product, but again, it's so nicely pigmented that I don't feel that you necessarily have to really work into your brows to get the pigmentation down. I really enjoy the shape of this. If they put the Revlon formula into this product, I think I would be happy for the rest of my life with brow products, because this little spoolie is my favorite of all of them. It is this little tiny nub of a spoolie, but this thing is perfect. You have so much control with this. You can really get into those small, delicate places and kind of get in here. Because sometimes what I feel, even whenever I'm using my regular like brush spoolie, is that the more you use them, the more product builds up onto your spoolies. So of course, even if your brow products come with a spoolie on them, I would recommend cleaning your spoolies every now and again, because you're running that product through your brows. And I know some people do their brows before they do their foundation, and so they can clean up as much as they want to, but I don't do it that way. I do my brows kind of somewhere in the middle. But if I'm brushing up and my spoolie is dirty, then I can put dried product into my brows. I can get some of the product up onto my skin above my brows. It can just get a little bit sloppy with some of these bigger spoolies. That all saying, this little spoolie gives me so much control. I don't feel like I am going anywhere outside the lines. I feel like I can set down the tails of my brows very nicely. This little head is like the perfect size for the head of my brow. I love this design. If this product was a little bit creamier, I think that this would be it for me. But again, this is one that I will continue to buy time and time again, because I love the shape of the product. I love the spoolie. I love the color. Everything about this is A+ to me. Quickly, some honorable mentions are my brow gels from NYX. So of course I have my Control Freak brow gel. This is just a clear brow gel. I have backups upon backups of this. I absolutely love it. And then I have these two tinted brow gels from NYX. Now I keep the chocolate shade in case I'm like really running late one day and I don't have time to do anything. If I run this chocolate shade through my brows and then go back in with the blonde shade and do my highlights with it, then that's all I need in my brows for the day. But this is very reminiscent of like a Benefit Gimme Brow. It has that short little spoolie on it, but this shade in blonde is what I use to highlight my brows. Since we all have different toned hair, and I actually do have, you know, highlights, balayage in my hair, sometimes I want my brows to come across as matching my hair. So I will put highlights into my brows with this brow gel as well. Since these are tinted brow gels, they will hold down your brows, but I always go back in with a clear brow gel. So what's the takeaway from all of this? So if you want a brow product that is not very pigmented, hard, takes forever to get in your brows, and not a whole lot of payoff, then go with the Ulta skinny brow pencil. So this one is a pass for me. I will not be repurchasing this. I'll probably even put this in my get out of my collection bag. And so this one will be passed along to a friend or a family member. Next is the e.l.f. one. I will not be repurchasing this one. For the price, you can't beat it. So if you're on a budget, it will do what you need it to do. It has a nice spoolie on it. It will fill in your brows. I just don't care for the formula, and I don't care for the shape of the actual brow pencil product. These other four, it's hard for me to pick a favorite. All of these I could have in my collection, I could use every day and be completely happy and content with it. Again, the next one, I'd probably get it in a lighter shade, which I probably will end up doing that once this one runs out, or I might give this to a girlfriend who has deeper hair than me. So the next one, I love the shape of it. The product is nice. It's pigmented. The spoolie is nice. Overall, it's a very good product. I think this is a little bit more on the pricey side, so I would wait until Ulta was having a sale on NYX products to go ahead and pick something like this up. Then between these three from Maybelline, Revlon, and L'Oreal, I really can't tell you guys which one is my favorite and which one isn't. I would be completely happy having any three of these in my collection for as long as I feel like doing my brows. The formula of these is wonderful. The spoolies are nice. The coloring is nice. They don't shift too warm. They don't shift too cool. These have just been outstanding. Again, you know, the drugstore prices are creeping up a little bit, and so I got most of these on sale whenever Ulta was doing their sales. So if you are looking to try one of these, maybe wait until Ulta's having a buy one, get one 50% off sale on these, because I think the Revlon one, I bought this when I bought my Revlon foundation, and I ended up getting this for $4. So if you get them during the sale, you pay $1 more and get a much better product than what e.l.f. has to offer for $3. But again, these three from Maybelline, Revlon, and L'Oreal, you can't go wrong with any of them. These three I would highly recommend to anybody who is looking to get into brow pencils, because I was a pomade girl. I didn't know what to do with brow pencils, and I don't have my tolerance for skinny ones. So these three, I don't feel like I ever will need to get an Anastasia brow product in a pencil form, because these will be able to do everything I need them to do. I hope this information was helpful. I've had a lot of fun testing these brow products out over the past month. If you found this video helpful or you like this style of video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below if you have tried any of these brow products and tell me what you think of them. Which one is your favorite of these 6? Don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you know whenever I upload. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!